What is happening? It is your boy Kicks, man. We here with another video coming at you live from the FK headquarters. Got a couple of the babes in here. And yeah, man, we're gonna get right to it, man. No BS. First and foremost, before we even get into this, before I even start talking about this car, I have to give an extremely huge shout out to my guy Taylor. He came out here from Colorado. I believe he has a shop of his own, like on his own property out there, and then he works with another shop out there. He specializes in wiring. Somehow we just started talking and chatting it up, and then, you know, he was just like, yo, like, who's doing like all the wiring on your S15? Like, what's up with it, man? And like, I would love to be a part of the build. At this point, I was just willing to like go out of my way, pay whatever I have to pay, do whatever I gotta do to get this car like somewhat finished. A lot of you guys are probably gonna ask like, oh, like, why isn't the car at Unique? Like, why aren't you just doing it at Unique? Like, you started it over there, like, why aren't you finishing it over there? Really, it's just because the shop is super busy, man. Like, they just don't have time for shit like this. Like, bro, look at this. Look at my car. They just don't have time for stuff like this. You know, back at the old shop, the old OG days, you know, everything was about, you know, my car, my builds, because it was just like slower. They had less work, less cars. It was more like a playground for us and for my car. You know, I had this thing boosted and running pretty hard like 4 or 5 years ago. So this car was kind of like a test dummy. You know, we were doing a lot of tuning on this car. Eventually they got a bigger shop and obviously just more business, more cars, and less time. So with that being said, I will let you guys know basically everything that this car needs. You guys have already seen the thing turn on. It starts, it will like somewhat idle. I don't think we have like the O2s. It has like the wrong injectors for the tune and shit like that. So it's not gonna like sound normal and run normal, but the car does start. But all the stock functions of the S15, like the car itself, all that stuff was pretty much cut and deleted. So now we're at the point to where we need to make all of the 350Z harness stuff work with the OEM stuff in the S15. So see, we kind of messed up by cutting it right here. We just chopped this shit. You know, in the last HR swap we did, they did the same thing and got it running, working, everything was working fine. But it was more of like a shortcut, I guess you could say. Obviously this thing has an HR engine harness and an HR 350Z dash harness. So the proper way to have done this swap, which I should have did, but I just knew that it was going to take a lot more time. When we first started this swap, we were in the moment of trying to get it done super quick. Like, we knew everything to do. We were just trying to get it done fast. So the proper thing to do would have been get a custom harness that's plug and play. So basically, like, don't even take the dash off, none of that. Just don't even touch none of this stuff and make a custom plug and play harness. When I first made the turbo kit, it was my fault because I gave him the engine naked. There was no harness on it, no nothing. And basically he made the turbo kit around a naked motor. Wasn't thinking, that was my fault. I definitely should have gave him the motor with the harness on. That way, when he built the kit, he built it around the harness, you know, so that way he can see like, okay, this is here, so that's gonna melt, so I can't put this there, I gotta extend this, etc., you know, whatever. So that was my fault. So the car had to go back to him, and he had the car for a cool minute. Keep in mind, this was his first time ever even building a turbo kit for a car. So yes, it did take a lot more time than it should have. There was a couple tiny mistakes that he wanted to fix himself. Like, I wasn't really tripping on it, but he wanted to fix it. But in the end, I think everything came out really good. At the end of the day, I just want to turn this car on, drive it, have a little bit of fun, maybe take it to the drift track. If I get good enough in the drift car, I will take this to the track and go have some fun in it. I'm actually sorry that I wasn't filming the first few days that he's been here. He's been putting his full undivided attention on this car. I mean, dude's here like 11 a.m. to like 7, 9, sometimes 10 p.m. at night, all day long, just working on this car. If you're watching this, bro, I'm pretty sure you're gonna end up watching this video. And honestly, I truly appreciate you for that, because you don't know me from a guy off the street, and you still drove all the way out here without me even sending you like any type of money or doing anything. And you still, you know what I mean, trusted my word, still came out here, and you got right to work. I truly appreciate you for everything you're doing right now. This is like unbelievable to me, because it's been so long that this thing hasn't ran, and I haven't seen none of the work. And now, you know, yesterday I came over here and he was showing me like, yeah man, I got all the wires working for the headlights. You know, I had my lights on, the tail lights were working. He just got the folding mirrors to work, and we got some other stuff done. All my lights are working with the OEM switches. I can't show you guys right now because the battery, everything's not hooked up. I was amazed, man. Today he sent me a video. He's over here flicking the lights on. The lights are turning on. I'm like, bro, what? So he had this window go up, as you can see. You guys don't know, my windows on this car have been down for 2 years. Oh shit. But look at that, man. Had the window go up. For some reason though, the windows have just been a pain in the ass for him, because on the diagram it's showing one thing but he's seeing another thing. Figured out that one because obviously there's less stuff, but this one was just being weird. He's doing way more than I asked of him, so I can tell this guy is super prideful in his work, and you know, he likes everything to be clean. It just doesn't seem like he wants to cut any corners. I'm even telling him like, yo bro, I don't need my power folding mirrors to work. Like, I'm not tripping off that, bro. Like, that's the least of my concerns. A swap like this, bro, I'm not caring if the mirrors fold. But he's over here wiring this shit up, bro, pressing the button, got my mirrors folding and working and shit like OEM. So yeah, this guy is doing his thing, man. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at as far as day 3. By the time he leaves here, we should be able to like start this thing up like normal. And I want you guys to check this out. So we got this bad boy going in there. This is probably gonna be like my favorite thing about the swap. Drum roll, please. Oh, yep. This bad boy right here. So we have the Haltech IC7, I believe. Yeah, I've actually never had like a car with the digital dash like this. I mean, obviously like OEM digital dash, but nothing like this. So this is gonna be so dope, man. This is gonna be sick. So the cool thing about this is I found a company that makes like the 3D printed custom cluster like insert for this, so you could put it in there and it fits all like OEM and stuff, and it'll look super clean. So I can't wait, man, to be like mobbing around this car with this. It's gonna be sick. After his work, really it's just gonna be gauges. I need to swap out the fuel pump. I need to obviously raise the car a little bit. It sits entirely way too low just because this engine's so damn tall. The oil pan's gonna get absolutely destroyed if I try to drive the car around like this. So yeah, we're really relying on these final parts that we need, because he obviously needs it to finish up his job. He's basically right now, he's prepping all this stuff to, you know, wire up to the PDM. And you know, we program it at that point. You know, the cool thing about wiring, it's kind of like once it's done, it's done. I'm definitely gonna have to take off this manifold and put the stock manifold so we can try to start it up once everything's finished. The shifter, don't know why, but this piece of shit, it goes into neutral, goes into fourth, but it doesn't want to go into any of the other gears. And I know the trans is good because it's like a brand new trans. So all we really need to figure out what's going on with the shifter thing. Like once this thing starts up and we have like a solid tune on it to drive it, I mean, there's really nothing stopping me from driving it. I just wasn't trying to get the car drivable if none of the fans work, the lights don't work. Like I can't drive the car in that condition. Windows don't, you know, go up and down. Not gonna drive it like that. So we got 2 more days here. We're gonna see what my guy's gonna be able to finish up. Nonetheless though, man, I'm happy. We got a lot of progress, and hopefully these next 2 days are a breeze and we can knock this stuff out really quick. I'm looking forward to the video where I can sit there and roll my windows up, turn my lights on, and turn the car on for you guys. I'll be like so damn happy, bro. Even if I can't move it yet, that'll just be super cool. So yeah, man, I wanted to leave you guys with this nice update on the S15. Every day, man, like even though I got a new account on Instagram and everything, every day, bro, someone is asking about the S15. Like, bro, where's the S15? What's going on with the S15? Why isn't the S15 done? It's that project shit, guys. Like, a lot of people will not understand, man. It is a lot of work that requires multiple people. Like, if you're Superman, hey, you could do this whole shit by yourself. It's like a team effort kind of thing, and also a lot of freaking money. So yeah, stay tuned to the channel, guys. I appreciate you for watching the upload. I appreciate you guys for even caring about my POS swap that a bunch of people hate. but once it's running, they're gonna be, oh bro, it sounds sick, this shit's fast, can I get a ride? Appreciate you guys for tuning in like always, man. Be sure to drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, stay tuned. Catch you in the next video.